Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now. If you're a Steelers fan, you know how much this team means to us. We've seen so many ups and downs over the years, but what's happening now might just be a turning point. The NFL is always evolving, and for the Steelers, it feels like we're on the brink of something big. And I promise, what I'm about to share could reshape the entire AFC North landscape. First, let's talk about the current state of the Steelers, because understanding where they stand now makes everything more exciting. The Steelers have always been a team rooted in tradition, built on a foundation of tough, gritty football. They're known for their stout defense, a hallmark of the franchise for decades, and an offensive system that, while sometimes underrated, has the potential to be explosive when it clicks. This season, there's been a mix of promising signs and some areas that still need work. The defense, of course, remains a powerhouse, led by some of the league's best players like T.J. Watt, who is arguably the best linebacker in the NFL today. Watt's presence on the field is game-changing. His ability to rush the passer and stuff the run makes opposing offenses think twice. And when you pair him with a secondary that's been developing nicely, the Steelers' defense is still among the top in the league. But it's not just about defense anymore. The Steelers' offense has been a topic of much discussion. With Kenny Pickett now entering his second season as the starting quarterback, expectations are high. Fans want to see him take that leap forward, transforming from a promising rookie into a franchise quarterback. Pickett has shown flashes of brilliance, especially with his arm strength and ability to extend plays, but consistency remains a challenge. The offensive line, which has been a concern for years, is an area to watch closely. If they can improve protection, it opens up more opportunities for the running game and play-action passes that can really open things up for the team. Now, in terms of roster moves and strategy, the Steelers have been quite active in the offseason. They've focused on building depth, especially on defense, and have made some key acquisitions through the draft and free agency. The draft was particularly interesting this year, with the Steelers selecting some promising young talent that could make an immediate impact. Players like Broderick Jones and Joey Porter Jr. are expected to add depth to the offensive line and secondary, respectively. These are crucial positions, and if these rookies perform as projected, they could be difference-makers this season. But what really has everyone talking lately isn't just about the Steelers' internal moves. It's about the ripple effect happening in the AFC North, especially concerning the Miami Dolphins and some recent trade rumors. There's been a lot of buzz about the Dolphins, with some reports suggesting they're considering a significant trade or move that could shake up the division. Now, I won't get into all the speculative details just yet, but what's clear is that the Dolphins are looking to upgrade, and that potentially involves some big names or strategic shifts. This has implications for the Steelers, because if Miami makes a bold move and strengthens their roster, it raises the stakes for Pittsburgh. They'll have to respond in kind, either by reinforcing their own team or by adjusting their game plan to stay competitive. And speaking of trades, it's worth noting that the NFL offseason has become more dynamic than ever. Teams are no longer just building through the draft or relying on free agents. They're making strategic trades that can instantly change a team's fortunes. The Steelers, with their history of shrewd moves, are always watching and ready to pounce if the right opportunity arises. Their front office has shown time and again that they're not afraid to make bold decisions, whether it's acquiring a veteran or drafting a promising rookie. That kind of strategic thinking could be their secret weapon this year, especially if the AFC North becomes more competitive. Now, looking at the division as a whole, the Ravens are always a threat with Lamar Jackson's dynamic playmaking ability, and the Bengals, led by Joe Burrow, have been knocking on the Super Bowl door. But this year, the AFC North feels more unpredictable than ever. The Steelers, with a solid core and some promising young talent, are quietly building a team that could challenge for the top spot. And if they find consistency on offense, combined with their elite defense, they could very well be the team to beat in the division. That's why every move, every game, every play matters so much. But let's also appreciate the history of this franchise. The Steelers are one of the most successful teams in NFL history, with 6 Super Bowl titles. The team's identity has always been about resilience, grit, and a never-say-die attitude. From the steel curtain defense of the 70s to the recent success under Mike Tomlin, this franchise has a tradition of excellence. And this season, all eyes are on how they'll continue that legacy. Will they finally get back to the Super Bowl? Will Kenny Pickett rise to the occasion and become the franchise quarterback we all hope for? Or will some young star emerge from the roster to lead the team to new heights? In the current NFL landscape, where parity is more prominent than ever, the Steelers' ability to adapt and make strategic moves could be the difference between a playoff run and an early exit. The AFC is stacked with talented teams, but Pittsburgh's combination of experienced leadership and young talent makes them a dark horse contender. The coaching staff, led by Mike Tomlin, remains one of the best in the league, always prepared and ready to get the most out of their players. And that's a key factor. Coaching, along with talent, can turn a good team into a championship-winning one. Coming back to the big picture, the recent developments involving the Dolphins, the trade rumors, and the ongoing roster improvements point to an exciting season ahead. Fans are buzzing, analysts are speculating, and everyone is eager to see how all these pieces come together. The Steelers are quietly preparing, making moves, and positioning themselves to be a major threat in the AFC. They've always been a team that thrives under pressure, and I believe this year will be no different. With the right combination of talent, strategy, and a bit of that Steelers grit, they can certainly make some noise. So for all you Steelers fans out there, keep your eyes peeled. This season promises to be one of the most intriguing in recent years. Every game, every play, every move in the division could have serious playoff implications. And I know we're all rooting for a deep postseason run, maybe even another Super Bowl appearance. The team has the talent, the coaching, and the spirit to do it. We just need to stay patient, stay passionate, and support them every step of the way. Because this franchise has always been about resilience and fighting spirit, and I believe that's exactly what we'll see this year. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these developments? Do you think the team is on the verge of a breakthrough? Are you excited about the draft picks and new signings? Or are you still concerned about some weaknesses on the roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and all the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep the Steelers' fire burning bright. Because at the end of the day, we're all part of this incredible Steelers family, and together, we're ready to see what this season has in store.